Hey guys, I got a question. Have you ever woken up at 4:45 in the morning and before you know it you're on a 45-minute drive to buy something you don't need but you can't pass it up because you think it's such a good deal? Well, that's what happened to me a couple weeks ago. I woke up, grabbed my phone, checked the weather, got on Facebook Marketplace and found this. What I thought at 4:45 was a Stihl chainsaw at a price that didn't make sense. So I messaged the guy at 5:15 and he responded right away, and I said, I need that, I'll be on my way shortly. And when I got there I realized my mistake, but for $50 more he threw in a chainsaw mill attachment. So what I believe I have here is a 105 cubic centimeter gas-powered chainsaw with a 36-inch bar with a ripping chain on it with a matching chainsaw mill. I might get into sawing lumber. Now, after doing some research, I found this power head online for anywhere from the high 300s to the mid $400 range. On the Farmer Tech website, I found this bar and chain for about $155, and I found this mill attachment for about $80 on Amazon. So all in, we're looking at around $630. It's all almost new. I mean, I don't think this saw has got any hours on it, and I paid $150 for the whole shooting match. Now, it's been stored without fuel, so that's probably a good thing. I don't know how long this has been sitting. The guy I bought it from said it was his uncle's, and his uncle had passed, and so he was trying to sell some things for his aunt. I mean, this thing, there is nothing. This thing hardly looks like it's been run at all. Well, maybe there's a reason. Maybe it doesn't run. I've not tried to start it. I've not tinkered with it at all. So I think the thing to do now is to put some gas and some oil in it and see if it runs. I think I'll tighten this chain up first. Let's take a look at the sprocket and clutch setup on this thing. Well, obviously this thing has been run before, but like I said, I don't think it can have more than an hour or two, maybe a tank of fuel through it. Seems to be a little tension in there, but it's been sitting for a while. I think I'll run some WD-40 on the bar just to free it up a little bit and see if that helps. Oh yeah, that's all it needed. All right, well, we'll put some gas and some bar oil in it, see if she'll fire up. Oh. Seems to be leaking fuel. Okay, and that's a massive fuel tank on this thing. Let me grab a screwdriver. Well, I was able to get a little bit out of most of them. Oh yeah. The fuel cap definitely sucks. There's an O-ring on it that doesn't seem to make contact with anything. There we go. You really got to crank it down to get that O-ring to seat, but it has a breather right here, so it hopefully doesn't vapor lock. Well, we've got mixed fuel, and all right, let's get some bar oil in it. See how bad that leaks. Whoops. Get some external lubrication there. Well, let's see if she starts. First try. Choke. On. Lock the throttle. Compression release. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's promising. Whew, that sucker is loud. Well, it runs. Let's try that again. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I know what you're thinking. Why don't you put that all right, I know what you're thinking. Why not put that chainsaw mill bar on? Why not put that If you're thinking it, why don't you say it? I can't say it. I know what you're thinking. Why don't I put that chainsaw mill bar attachment on and try and make a board? I think you're right, but I'm going to put an edge on this chain. It looks like, it doesn't look like it's very sharp, so I'm going to put an edge on it real quick, and then we'll see if we can make a board. Now this looks like it's about a 25-degree grind on there. I don't think the camera will pick it up, but this chain hit something bad. Teeth are all chipped up, but yeah, we'll go ahead and put an edge on it, see what happens right after we plug it in. Okay, let's take a look at installing that bar attachment. Now this attachment was pre-assembled when I picked it up, but I don't think it is assembled correctly because the pictures I saw online have these guides on the tip instead of the power head side. So I'm going to switch these around really quick because I don't know how much it matters, but I'm going to put these on that end. Actually, yeah. I have a feeling that this is the way, the orientation that it wants to be, but I'm going to look it up really quick. I want it the opposite way, and it probably has to do with the way the chain runs. If I put the engine side up, I'll be running the throttle with my thumb, but I don't think that's a huge deal. All right, well, I've never run a chainsaw mill before. I do have a video on one when Andrew the Bearded Giant brought his over, but I never ran it. And I think what I need to do now is build a track for this to run on that I can mount to a log, and then find a log, set this so that it rides at the depth that I want to cut. Actually, I need to turn this around. I think I'm just going to build a simple 2x4 ladder. Yeah, I'm not going to waste any steel on this. I'm going to throw it together something quick and we'll give this thing a try. All right. Gosh. Gosh. Okay, I'm going to grab some safety glasses, put my chaps on, and see what happens here. All right, guys, plug your ears. Here goes something. Oh, I got to turn it on. Turning it on helps a lot. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Holy smokes. There was not one thing fun about that. I gotta be honest, that is not a terrible cut. I didn't enjoy making the cut, but that is actually pretty darn flat. Wow, I'm honestly surprised. Well, I know I said it before, but I really did not expect this to go so well. Again, I bought this on Marketplace. This is not a product endorsement. Nobody sent me this. I'm just sharing with you how well it worked. I definitely think with a little bit longer bar, maybe a 48-inch bar, this would come in really handy for slabbing up a nice piece of hardwood that is too big for my wood miser. I can only slab through 26 inches maximum with the wood miser, and with this, the way it's set right now, I could do a 30-inch slab, but if I put a 48-inch bar on this, I could make some nice slabs if I had to. So I'm going to put this thing on the shelf and just have it in my back pocket if I ever need to slab out something nicer, and I might look at logs a little differently knowing that I've got this to break them down if I need to. Well guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. This didn't go the way I expected, but sometimes that's how it goes, and it was for the better. Let me know what you think, and stick around. We'll see you soon. Man, hopefully this video does well, because I KO'd my good camera. Knocked it over, broke the screen off.